Have you ever done everything right and still feel stuck? You're not alone. Millions of people ask, why am I not getting results every single day? Today, we're not just answering the question, we're rewiring how your system approaches it. First, I need to say something that might sound uncomfortable at first. I wasn't unhappy because I failed. I was unhappy because I succeeded at the wrong things. From the outside, my life looked productive, responsible, strong, but inside, I felt restless, disconnected, and quietly exhausted to the point of burnout. And I couldn't explain why until I learned what was actually happening in my nervous system and my soul. I lived in survival mode for so long that I thought it was just my personality, addicted to the chaos and the constant need to work harder. I was always doing something, fixing, building, pushing, holding it all together. Single mom, business owner, strong woman, the one who always figures it out. But even when things were working, they didn't feel fulfilling. I'd hit a goal and wouldn't really feel anything. I would finish something finally and immediately look for the next thing to do. Rest and feeling anxious and practically useless instead of peacefulness. I thought I needed more to do, more to learn, more to be, more discipline, more motivation, more manifestation techniques, you name it. But what I actually needed was alignment. Most people think they're stuck because they're doing something wrong. They ask questions like, why isn't this working for me? Why do I keep starting and stopping? That ADD thing where you just go from one to the next. Why can other people manifest this, but I can't? Well, that was me. I wasn't confused because I lacked information. I was confused because no one explained what level the problem was actually happening on. It wasn't effort. It wasn't discipline. It wasn't even my mindset. It was identity and the nervous system supporting that identity. When you're operating from survival, your system isn't asking, what do I want to create? It's asking, how do I stay safe? How do I stay in control and ahead of a potential threat? So you can do all the right things and still feel like you're pushing a boulder uphill. That's not failure though. What it is misalignment. And once I finally understood that is when everything changed. Let's talk about what's actually happening in the brain for a moment, because this was a huge aha moment for me. Neuroscience shows that motivation is driven by the dopamine system, but not in the way social media teaches it. Dopamine isn't the reward itself, it's the anticipation of that reward. So here's where things break down. When we chase goals that are externally driven, approval, pressure, identity repair, proving our worth, the brain experiences something called reward prediction error. You expect satisfaction, but the nervous system doesn't register safety or meaning. So, instead of fulfillment, you get restlessness, compulsive productivity, what's next energy, burnout disguised as ambition. That was my life. I wasn't unmotivated. I was overmotivated in the wrong direction. And research consistently shows intrinsic motivation, goals aligned with values, meaning, and internal coherence actually stabilizes the nervous system. Intrinsic motivation keeps it on edge. Your body always knows the difference, even when your mind doesn't. This is where the soul piece comes in and where most conversations stop short. I had to ask myself a really uncomfortable question. Is this goal actually aligned, or is it just familiar? because survival patterns often dress themselves up as ambition. They sound like, I should want this. This makes so much sense on paper. This will finally make me feel secure. But alignment feels different in your body. Misalignment creates effort without fulfillment. You'll notice things like you get results but feel flat. Progress doesn't really bring relief. Rest feels unsafe or uneasy. And success increases pressure instead of bringing peace. That's not a sign that you're incapable though. It's a sign your soul is asking for a different direction, not more force. So, what actually helped me shift? Not vision boards, not forcing positivity. I had to actually just slow down enough to listen. Here are the practices that changed everything and that I now teach. One is somatic checks before decisions. Before committing, I always check, does my body soften or breaks and tighten? Expansion feels open, survival feels tight. And then 2, identity anchoring. Instead of asking, what should I do? I ask, what do I want? And who am I becoming by choosing this? Alignment upgrades identity without violence or chaos. And 3, emotional why work. If the why is fear-based, prove, protect, escape, the nervous system resists every time. When the why is in safety, truth, contribution, the body actually cooperates. This is how results start to feel like resonance instead of pressure. This is why so many people feel like they're missing a piece. They are. They were never taught how to work with their nervous system, with their identity, and with their soul, not being against them. That's exactly why I created the Divine Soul Lifestyle Academy. It's my passion. It's not just information. It's a learning community, a place to regulate, realign, and build a life from wholeness instead of survival. Complete self-mastery. If you've been searching for answers and still feel like something is missing, this might be the context you've been looking for. And if you're not ready yet, that's totally okay. Just remember this. If something isn't working, it doesn't mean you're broken. It might just mean you're being called to align, not to try harder. As always, be more than a label and embody your divine soul.